Hello, my name is Karen Hughes, and I am the Domestic Violence Clinical Services Coordinator at the Life Crisis Center. And I want to welcome you to Life Crisis Today. With me today is Jamie Manning. She is the new Executive Director for the Life Crisis Center. Welcome, Jamie.
Thanks, Karen. Thanks for having me.
You have been with social services for a while before you coming here. Tell us a little bit about you and your background.
So I came to the shore here in the 90s and went to school at Salisbury University, where I graduated in 2003 and then again in 2004 with my master's degree in social work. I then began working for the state of Maryland with Worcester County Department of Social Services and worked for them up through 18 years as an intern and on to get my clinical license in social work and as the assistant director in child welfare and adult services.
Wow, so you bring a lot to us, and we're real excited to have you with us too. The mission of social services is really similar to the Life Crisis Center. Talk about the mission and how we compare and what your hopes are in being a part of us.
The mission with the Department of Social Services is really to help those experiencing an episode of vulnerability. Individuals come to their attention due to loss of a job and they might need to apply for benefits, applying for child support, other financial assistance. They might have experienced an episode of financial exploitation as an adult or been a victim of child abuse. They also provide in-home services and help licensing parents to become foster parents for foster care and adoption for children in the foster care system. They do a lot at social services and are an amazing team over there. So while it was really hard to lead my team there, I'm really excited about the growth opportunity here with the Life Crisis Center because their mission is very similar. Those individuals that are experiencing those vulnerabilities, Life Crisis Center really works to help them heal. Our mission here is to improve the quality of life by promoting healing for individuals and families going through crisis and to offer violence prevention services as well.
This is really unsettled times right now, and a lot of violence that we're seeing in our communities. The Life Crisis Center, that's what we do. We help families when there's been violence. To talk about that, how does the Life Crisis Center help when there's violence in the homes?
Sure. The Life Crisis team has been here. They're here, they're ready to answer the call. Our team offers an array of services. In the time of crisis, my workers have remained on the front lines, committed to serving survivors of intimate partner violence or a child that needs just a safe place to talk and heal from their trauma. The therapists are ready. There's also, the voice on the other end of our crisis hotline, on the other end of the phone, to offer services to help you navigate safe housing alternatives. And we also help with providing legal services.
The Life Crisis Center has been around for a while. I know you're new, but what have you learned about the history of the Life Crisis Center?
Well, the staff here, Karen, have been phenomenal in bringing me up to speed. Life Crisis started back in 1976 as a rape crisis center through Worcester County. It expanded its services into Wycomico County and just grew in services and programs through the 80s, helping victims of sexual assault. From there, with the victims of crime against children, we have been able to provide services to child victims of abuse. And then in 1998, went on to open our Safe House and other domestic violence services. From there, we had the Family Visitation Center and then the Crisis Hotline and then Maryland 211. They're just expanding.
Yeah, that's a lot of services. Is there anything more about the services that you want to describe to us?
Sure. So there is, like I said, an array of services that Life Crisis provides. We have our 24/7 crisis hotline and Maryland 211. So if you're thinking suicide, please call us. We're there to answer the phone and help. If you're in need of basic need resources, you can dial 211. We're here to help. We also offer anger management services and domestic abuser intervention programs. We have group and individual counseling free of charge for individuals and families and children. We also have our Safe House for victims of domestic violence, and we can also help you get into some transitional housing through some case management services. Our legal team is ready to help. We provide legal services and advocacy in the courtroom. We also have medical advocacy for victims of sexual assault. We do a lot of outreach, a lot of educating our community. co-parenting, and the Family Visitation Center. So we stay pretty busy, but like I said, our team is there to help. And given the state of the country over the past 3 months and the pandemic and escalating violence, Life Crisis really believes it's everyone's responsibility to help in some way. Doing our part and everyone in the community doing their part to keep everyone safe. Everyone can be a hero. And that's what I've seen coming into Life Crisis. This team is a huge group of heroes. They're small but mighty. They really want everyone to thrive and grow and enjoy life. So they've remained committed. This amazing team in the past 3 months, just to give you a little snapshot of what they've been able to accomplish. They've been able to provide therapeutic and support services for over 294 clients. So that's our clinical team.
Wow.
Yes. And then for housing assistance, we've assisted 22 families in need of a safe place to lay their head at night, and through our transitional housing program. Our legal team courts may have seemed like they were closed at times, but due to COVID. However, we were still filing protective orders, and that has been increasing due to everyone being isolated and stuck at home. We also have been answering the call. So I mentioned our crisis hotline in Maryland 211. We have had over 7,620 calls, some sort of contact. It could be through text and chat. It could be through a crisis call. That's nearly a 12% increase since 2019, which is a pretty big deal. So to kind of put that into perspective, that's over 800 more contacts than what we had last year. And we've done that with no extra staff. They've been working around the clock, coming in when they weren't supposed to, and just being there to help our community.
We've been busy, that's for sure. Thank you, Jamie. Is there any last words you want to provide to us?
No, I think that's about it. But thank you again for having me. And I just want to give a shout out to this amazing team at Life Crisis. They've kept things moving, and they really deserve the credit for the hard work and time they put in for our community.
And thank you for coming on board. I want to thank you for joining us. There's a lot of ways if you need to contact us that you can. First, we have a Facebook page. Look us up there, or Instagram. We also have a website, www.lifecrisiscenter.org. We also have our hotline that we've talked about today, and that number is 410-749-HELP. Again, 410-749-4357. We also mentioned we're part of 211, and 211 has text and chat. What you do there is you text to 898-211, and you have to put in your zip code. So reach out. If you need help, reach out. We can figure out how to help you or get you into the right direction. And thank you, PAC 14, for having us. Thank you.